Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas. Tonight at DKR, Bevo and the Horns ready for another home opener. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So NC State's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass, it's Nakua. Got his man on the outside. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Texas Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. Like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who... And more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Looking to throw, it's Nakua. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in...
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. It's a reverse. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Nakua. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He's got his man, and he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Concepcion. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
On second down, looking again to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside...
Oh, the ball squirts out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Texas. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That's caught. It's Smothers. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Here comes the Texas offense. they torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose. But he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Concepcion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! On to attempt the try. What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it on the right. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense covered at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the...
The expressway is wide open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Using his legs, it Smothers. Just trucks through it. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out every...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Dropping back, it's Nakua. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Short gain on the play before he slides. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. NC State going up tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Nakua. Looking left. Got his man. Hit the afterburners, kid. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the 1st half on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Makes the grab inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it in, and they couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the 1st half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Back to throw, it's Rhodes. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Rhodes. And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. It's complete. A huge pickup. Off he goes. Touchdown, NC State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner is stopped. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. A strike downfield. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes...
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out! Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. The discard, and he's running free. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Nothing but green ahead. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes him talk to the hand. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Absolutely perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pressure coming. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, he's got it on the left. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He turns that loose down the right side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent, beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. quickly complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking downfield, it's Rhodes. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Getting some heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the Texas offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. Snagged in the middle. It's Butler. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one. Texas.
He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And the last time they had the... Giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Here's the handoff. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking for a man, it's Rhodes. Gets open down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Grabs it in the middle. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward because
it's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. At the 35, he's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Rhodes. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. To the air on 1st down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Working the middle, it's complete.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to scramble. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it flop.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Manning. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the...
Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quick.
What a cut, now he's loose. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rhodes. Finds the tight end. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the air. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. You caught it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down.
And that goes just a little off. Incomplete. Incomplete.